flare bottom. Now that's a coat. I don't know how heavy the coat is, if it's something that could be worn into winter. I'm not getting the boots. I'll just say that. I'm not getting the waist-high boots. Hey my girls, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shamaya Monet. Thank you for clicking on today's video. So judging by the title, you already know what we're getting into. We're talking all about the H&M and Glenn Martin collab. I am super excited for this collab, y'all. Now, to no fault of anybody but my own, I have never participated in any of the H&M collabs with designer brands. I don't know why. I think I just didn't have the funds, even with the collaboration and the prices being more affordable. It just wasn't a priority for me. But with me building my wardrobe and getting more into my personal style, and since Y Project also has gone out of business, I just feel like it is my duty and responsibility to try and snag a couple items from this collaboration. Of course, you know, I do love Y Project. I love just the style DNA of that brand. And so much so, I got the Shein dupe of that Y Project skirt. I've worn it several times now on this channel. I have it in 2 colors, but I would love to get something that has actually been produced and created from Glenn Martin himself. So I'm super excited for this collaboration, and we're going to talk more about it. What are the things I'm loving? What are the things that I'm like, meh? And just kind of also wanting to know what you guys will be getting down in the comments. You can comment below. But before we get into that, I want to just show you guys what I have on, because I am sitting down and I think my outfit is cute today. So first, we have this Shein dress. I got this last year. I love this dress. I love this color. It's like a teal blue. Looks really good on my skin tone. And I just have it on with this faux collar shirt. I tell you guys all the time, a faux collar shirt is just a must-have in your wardrobe, especially if you like layering and things like that. So I just popped that on. I did turn this dress to the back. So the way I'm wearing it to the front, that open part actually is for the back of the dress, but I wanted to turn it around and pop the faux collar on with it. So that's how I've styled it. This dress is super comfortable. It's super stretchy. It's very long, very tall girl friendly. It is warm as well. Like, it's fuzzy, but not in an itchy, uncomfortable way. It's super soft. I will link that below if it's still available. I have on just some Zara boots that kind of coincides with the dress and the tie. The tie is thrifted. I love this tie. I loved it when I first saw it because it just reminded me of denim, and then it just went perfectly with this outfit. I feel like the Zara boots really ties in, you know, like the dark print blue in the tie. So that's what we're working with. And then I just have on some silver jewelry, Shein and Amazon jewelry, and I have on my Bretta watch. And then of course I got my hair done, guys. So I have some individual locks, and it's like boho locks, but I love this style. I just needed something protective. I didn't want to do braids because my hair grows so fast that those braids will not last longer than 3 weeks. So I feel like with twists or like locks, you could kind of, you know, freshen up your parts and roots when they start to get worn, and it's going to look more natural as time goes on. So that's the details on the hair. I'll comment below who did my hair if you're in the Columbus area and you want to check her out. But yes, that is the hair. And yeah, let's get into the video. We got a lot to talk about, starting with how many pieces are in the collection. So there are 56 pieces in the collection. I think that's a pretty good amount for a collaboration, especially with this being their send-off, the final goodbyes to Y Project. I think there are a lot of options here.
Hey guys, Shamaya checking in real time. So when I made this video, really the only thing I had to go off of at the time were a few articles that I pulled offline that showed in better detail what the pieces looked like. I recorded this video before H&M had updated their website with the individual items. So some of my pre-notions about the pieces, just from what I could see, I have a different opinion slightly. So within the video, you'll see me interject with maybe a difference of opinion. Now that I have more information, I can actually see what the material is for some of these pieces and the price point, and just more detailed pictures and things. There are also some items I want to add to this video, so you'll see that throughout as well. But let's just continue with the video.
Let's just get into a little bit of what the inspiration is for this collaboration. So it's saying many of the pieces in Martin's collection can be transformed by the wearer thanks to the use of reshaping techniques such as foil and wiring. So the blue and white striped shirt as well as the flannel shirt, both pieces can be twisted and sculpted to the body. The collar can be sculpted and twisted and reformed. So I just believe that with Y Project, they've always been really big on personalization, customization, that cool girl, cool guy, edgy appeal, and very playful as well. So they're doing and bringing those same elements into the collection or the collaboration. And I'm super excited about that. As a girl who loves styling, and I just like sometimes even offbeat things. I don't always like things that are super cookie cutter, clean cut one way. That's why I enjoy styling and layering so much. So this is right on brand for my personal style. I will say the collection is very much giving fall and fall into winter, and I really enjoyed the campaign. I thought the styling of the pieces was really smart. I feel like the collection is very cohesive. Overall, like all of the pieces really go well together. I think we could just kind of get into what I am looking to purchase. So starting off, I really love the invisible strap tank tops. This was a viral piece that Y Project had dropped. I believe that was last year, maybe 2 years ago now. It does look a little cheap, I won't lie. It's not quite like the original. It has cups for the breast, so this gives it more of a feminine touch. I'm not sure how the fit will be, but I don't know. I think I would get it in white, but I'm not sure about the black one because the quality doesn't look like it's super high, but I could be wrong. I'm just looking here at a picture.
So yeah, I called it on this piece. I don't like it. I don't feel like the quality is going to be that high, especially for the price point that's listed, $40. I think I'll just pass, and one day maybe I'll get the original tank from Y Project if it can even be found. But yeah, I don't like the quality.
I also love the cable knit cardigan. It's deconstructed around the collar area. I just think that's really, really cool. I love the way they styled it with the collared shirt underneath. That's something I definitely would do. I love everything about that styling. I have a bunch of button downs, so I would love to play around with that with the different button downs that I have. I also want to actually get the blue and white striped button down shirt. That's cool. Maybe something I'm willing to splurge on for a button down, just because of that cool reconstruction element. I also really enjoyed that they had some sweatsuits on here. I was literally just saying, like, I have no cool or like nice quality sweatpants, hoodies, sweatshirts.
So I realize now that this is actually not a matching sweatpants and sweatshirt or a hoodie set at all. I actually will not be purchasing either one. I do still like the twill pants. I like that ruching detail at the bottom, and I like how slouchy they are, and they seem to be tall girl friendly, but I don't really, I don't see the point. I'm looking for matching sets, sweatsuit sets. Might just have to hit up Zara for that. But back to the video.
I really am looking forward to the printed item. So I'll pop the name up of the technique because I cannot pronounce it, but this is quintessential for a wide project to do that printing detail. And I really enjoyed the skirt version of this. It has like the plaid skirt printed on faux silk skirt. I am a little bit concerned about the length of the skirt. Is it tall girl friendly? I'm not sure, because when you have that more flare A-line type of bottom to a skirt or dress, if it doesn't hit on at the right spot for a taller girl, it kind of doesn't give the look that it needs. And I may just have to compensate for where it hits on me with maybe some boots. I'm not sure yet. Maybe some thigh high scrunchy boots or knee high scrunchy boots, but we'll just have to see. More details are definitely needed for me to make a decision on if I'll get that skirt. I also really love the printed dress, the lace dress. I love the lace detail on, where the bust is. I also really, really like that it has the invisible strap detail as well. So they kind of gave you two in one as far as like their style elements that they're known for. So we'll just have to see if that's something I'm willing to get. Again, I'm looking to see, is it tall girl friendly? How long is the hemline on this garment? I'm not sure, but more to come on that. I love this pea coat with the asymmetric flare bottom. Now that's a coat. I don't know how heavy the coat is, if it's something that could be worn into winter, but that would be a really practical and smart purchase for me, because living here in the Midwest, it's cold. I mean, it's cold right now and it's supposed to be fall. It's like in the 40s. But I think that would be a really good purchase. I just think when you have a unique coat, it doesn't matter what you have on underneath. So that's why I would be willing to get it. I also want another pea coat. Normally I do go to H&M to get my pea coats, especially when they're like super discounted towards the middle of the winter. I normally get coats from them for about, I don't know, $15, $20. But they're very just straight away. It's nothing special or interesting about the coats. And I don't have an interesting coat. So that would be a good item to purchase. I also really like the purses. I like the black one and I like the gray one. So I really do love that you can scrunch and restructure and manipulate the purses. I think that these are more practical and approachable for me personally. Of course, I love that oversized brown one, but I have to think practically with living in a city that's not really walkable. It's not really a commuter city. You have to drive everywhere. I just don't know if I want to lug that big bag everywhere. I feel like for the New York girlies, go off. This is for you, because New York is such a walkable city. It's nice to have a bag like that walking around doing your things that you need to do for the day. So I think I'm going to lean towards more the smaller bags, either the black one or the gray one. I'm not getting the boots. I'll just say that. I'm not getting the waist high boots. They are fabulous. They are leather and denim, I believe. But I don't have I know I'm not going to wear them. They will sit and sit and sit in my closet. New York girlies go off. LA girlies go off. I just don't feel like I live in a city where I would just practically wear those. I think with this collab, I'm looking for more practical things that I can add to my wardrobe, where it's like, oh, where'd you get that? That's different. That's interesting. I'm wearing these pieces more often than not. They're not special occasion pieces that I'm looking for with this collection. So I'm not getting the boots, but y'all go off with the boots. I saw they had a shorter pair of the boots, but I'm not really interested. I have enough boots. I don't really need another pair unless it's like a white boot. But I also was looking at the printed cable knit shirt. I really do enjoy that. I love the colors, the blues and the yellows. I think that would be a really nice piece to have. But yeah, honestly, that's it from the collections.
I'm going to add a few more pieces to my wish list because after seeing the marketing and promotional content that's come out, there was a launch party and people actually wore the pieces styled to the party, which was amazing. Jody Smith, I think her last name is Smith, she was one of the attendees. I love how they styled her in the boots and the dress, that denim dress. So definitely want that flared denim dress if I can get my hands on it. I think it's such a versatile piece. Of course, I can see wearing it with a button-down shirt underneath. Unfortunately, I won't have the boots, but they do fit very well with the dress. Also loved the flare skirt, the denim black flared skirt. I didn't think I wanted it at first just because I do have two dupes of the Y Project skirt with that like asymmetric slit. But this is a different style and I really do like the skirt. Again, it pairs so well with those boots. The silhouette that those boots give with the skirt and the dress is just insane. My last item, I would say, I really do like the tie detail mini dress. And I think this is just a very versatile piece. I think you could style it many different ways. I like that it's a transition piece into different seasons. You can wear it spring, summer, and fall with jeans, with shorts, with the dress, skirt. I mean, you could put a dress on top, maybe depending on the style of dress. But it's just endless the opportunities you have with this piece, and it's only $60. I like the tie detail a lot, so this is something I actually might get.
I don't know, y'all, what it's going to be like trying to get these pieces because I know how H&M drops go. I've seen things drop with the H&M collabs and studio collection and things sell out in seconds. Like you blink your eyes, it's gone. So I'm really nervous about this drop because I just don't know. For some reason, I feel like it's not going to be a ton of pieces available. And I really do want to get something. Like I want to leave with something. But I don't know if I'm going to have good luck. I'm just going to have to use my online shopping skills. But we'll see what we come up with. Comment below what you're thinking about getting from the collection. How did you like the collection? Are you impressed? Does anything that's on here kind of fit into your wardrobe? Or are you just like, I'll get whatever is available out on the market for the original Y Project collection? Like, what are we thinking? Especially with knowing some of these prices. The prices are cheap. So that's making me think, what is the quality going to be like? And I actually kind of wish the prices were a little bit higher to have less competition. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down below. Also, coming very soon, I will be showing you guys how I style my Telfar and Timberland boots. I'm excited to wear those for fall. I think they're going to be great, but I'm going to style them a couple different ways, and I just want to show you guys what I'm doing with those boots. Comment below what you thought about this video. Make sure you give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure you share this video with anyone that you think could benefit, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.